So first thing we're going to do to animate our character is create, like before, a null object. And this we're going to call character controller. And before we start parenting everything to that, let's figure out what can be connected to one another. So this neck is not going to move without the body, so we can parent the neck to the body. And we can also parent the head to the body. And the hair, we're going to parent that to the head. And we're going to parent the nose, eyes, mouth, and everything that's on the face, so all of these, to the head. Okay, now that all these are parented to each other, we can parent the body to the character controller, and you can see now everything is moving together. Now we have to figure out a beginning and end state for our character. So let's assume that what we drew him as is where we want him to end. So we can go to 1 minute and hit position on that guy. And we're going to go to select our head and everything attached to it. And we're going to hit P on our keyboard, and that'll reveal position. Then we can set a keyframe for where we want them all to be at the end of our reveal, and then go back to the beginning. And now what we can do is we can grab our head, and we just want this to move down, and you can see everything else is moving with it, okay? We want to make him seem like he's all scrunched up and hiding. And we're going to do hair. I'm going to make that move that down. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. And I'm going to make his eyes go, move them so that he's looking down to start, maybe to the left a little bit. His glasses, we can move them down. And his nose, we're also actually going to move down because we want to make it look like his head is tilted down a little bit. And same thing with mouth. We're just going to move that down. Now if we play this back, you can see it lifts his head up. We're going to shorten our workspace just so we can see that looping a couple times. Now what's obvious to me right off the bat is that it's too slow, and like everything else before, it is linear. So what we are going to do is, with our timeline selected, I'm going to hit tilde just so I can see everything. I'm going to select all my keyframes. And I'm going to move them all up to half the amount of time it was before. And then I'm going to select all of them and turn them to easy ease. And again, we can go to our graph editor, make sure it fits in, and we can just grab all of our points and slide them like we did before. Now let's see what that looks like. All right, that looks great. One other thing I want to do is animate the eyebrows. So what we're going to do is go to our left and right eyebrow, make sure our position tool is selected, grab them and move them down here to begin with. So now he's looking up. Boom, that's simple. All right, now that we've got ourselves moving, we can start putting the two halves of our sequence together.